Eu sou o Gusta Coins, o maior vendedor de coins do Brasil. Imagine-se em um mundo automatizado. Criamos um sistema perfeito para que você receba suas coins de forma acelerada e protegida. Uma central onde você tem tudo projetado para retirar selecionando poucos botões. Todos os dias milhares.
A little bit more the part of the favorite for the title, so maybe no one expects him to win. Maybe that's an advantage for him, and if he has a good defensive shape, I think that's crucial to have. He definitely has a chance to win the trophy.
Well, here we go then. The 2026 E-Champions League final, live from Budapest. Who will lift this trophy? In just over 20 minutes' time, potentially. So, Anders Verjgang, it's the only trophy that he hasn't won, believe it or not. At just 20 years of age, he's already broken $1 million in prize money. He's won World Championships, FC Pro Opens, E-Euros and the league for the first time. But this is the missing part of the puzzle, Rich.
It absolutely is. We've got a very, very special guest in the commentary with us as well, Bastian Schweinsteiger. If you've got any questions for him, get them in the chat right now. This is your chance to ask an icon, in every sense of the word, a question live on broadcast. I've got to ask Bastian as well. You've heard the fans. And there's a little bit of a villain, shall we say, the pantomime villain here. Will that play a factor, or do you think he enjoys it? He enjoys egging them on?
For me, it seems to be that he enjoys it big time, and that's part of his game as well. But it's good to see. It's good to have different characters as well. It's good for everybody, I think.
We were looking at the teams, Bastian, coming into this between the two. Of course, they were given X amount of money to build their teams, which includes a lot of icons and heroes. One of the biggest differences is the first chance of the game comes for Hhezers. Lovely little roulette and blocked. Anders has gone for Cruyff as his sort of his leading striker. Hhezers hasn't decided to do that, which is quite interesting between the two, with the level of icons on display.
I think that everybody will have an idea which kind of players you need for your kind of way, how you want to play. So he decided in that way. That's fine. He has for sure chosen different in a smart way, and until now, I must say he did a good job.
The one thing I will say, though, Hhezers midfield, powerhouses, Ruud Gullit, Yaya Toure, Ramirez, legs on legs on legs. They will cover every blade of grass, and we saw Yaya Toure score a big goal for Hhezers in the semi-final just gone.
Unfortunately, you don't feature in this final, Bastian, but you have been used here in Budapest today. A few of the players had you in their team. As the central midfielder, you've got a brilliant ability for long ball passes.
Yeah, I think that to close the center for defensive shape, and also it's super important always to have the control of the game. So that's why it's important to have a few more center midfield players in the game.
Talking about central midfielders, I've got to ask you, in real life, who was your sort of favourite central midfield player to play with? Who was the hardest to play against?
So the hardest player to play against was Neymar, actually, when he was at Barcelona with Messi and Suarez.
It's not a bad front three, is it?
Yeah.
Hold that thought for a second. That's a brilliant win for Lilian Thuram. On the other side of that, who would you say was your favourite player to play alongside? Maybe your favourite teammate at club and country level?
It sounds a bit boring, but Manuel Neuer, the goalkeeper, he was actually for me the best player I played with. Obviously, you have other players, Wayne Rooney, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, who I really enjoyed playing with, or even Thomas Müller, Philipp Lahm, Robin Ribéry. They are big names.
It's not bad, is it? It's not a bad set of players to play with.
Yeah, the good thing is they know how to play the game, because on the highest level, you need actually 11 players on the highest level. Otherwise, you can't win a big
Chance here for Anders. Cruyff! It's the first goal of the Champions League final, and it's gone the way of the Great Dane.
Lovely pass, lovely finish as well. Anders Verjgang starting quick out the blocks. You see Yaya Toure into the man you were talking about, Brandon, Johan Cruyff, and the finish at the near post. We did have a question up on the screen there. I think it was from Dan Marcus. He said, what was the hardest thing about becoming a professional footballer?
When you have, obviously you have defeats as well. It's not about winning all the time. So to recover from defeats, I think that's the learning you need to do. If you don't do that, you have no chance.
Take me back to that famous final at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah.
The El Clasico, I mean, against any side in a Champions League final. I mean, how was that night?
Obviously very good, but we lost a year before against Chelsea at home in Munich in penalty shootout. So when we won a year later,
did it just feel
Champions League?
It felt deserved at that point. You were building always towards that.
Yeah, we learned out of our little mistakes a year before. Obviously, it was a final, but we had a strong squad 2013, and it was a German final against Borussia Dortmund. So we had to lose a lot, to be honest. The pressure was very high, but to win the trophy, the Champions League at Wembley, there's nothing better, to be honest.
Quite similar to this final here, Brandon. Two players from the same league in the Champions League final.
Do we sit here now, Rich, and say, is this potentially the best FC Pro partnered league?
3 out of the 4 players from the semi-finals onwards played all in the Serie A, all from the same league.
So the Italians do well, huh?
They do. They do. Hold that for a second. We're going to see Anders coming with his chance with Desiree Douy. That's intercepted. Oh, hang on. This is a dangerous free kick. Just under 19 metres away. Baggio's been on fantastic goal-scoring form. Can he bend this one in? Up steps Anders. Baggio scores! And it leads by 2 goals to 0 in the final.
Perfect precision. Stepped up, edge of the box. And just guided it. All right. Guided it past the goalkeeper into the top corner.
I think he's got 99 strength, that guy. Right, Bastian, hold your ball for a second. We're going to go and check in with Casey, who is in the audience, I believe, of another winner here in Budapest.
Yes, I'm joined by another audience member, and I thought it was fitting, since Bastian is over there on comms, I have a Bayern Munich kit. What is your name?
Zainab.
Zaina. All right, well, are you a Bayern Munich fan, perhaps?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, perfect. So that is for you. And then I have to ask you, who is going to be our champion here today?
Actually, their performances are amazing, and it's so much entertaining. I'm going with Hellas Verona.
All right, we'll have to see if that happens. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Casey. You joined us at the right time. Hhezers nearly did score us. Bit of support there for Hellas Verona. I mean, that was not a bad free kick there, Bastian.
In the end, yes, for sure. Roberto Baggio, come on. Here's to.
But the keeper had no chance.
Yeah, that's very difficult. Was it a foul? Yeah.
Speaking of which, here's Hhezers now, intercepted by Hincapié. I mean, as it stands, it's just all going his way, Anders. He is really in control of this.
I also just think you can't miss those opportunities. It was a big chance for Hhezers to go 2-1, half the deficit, and put a bit of pressure on Anders Verjgang. Anders needs to feel as though he's in a game. Just look what Tex did at the Champions League knockout phase. He put him under pressure. He put him in a difficult situation. Right now, Anders Verjgang looks very, very calm. He looks very cool.
Absolutely. I mean, what a start it has been for him. Remember, the winner of the Champions League as well will have the choice of either Eto'o, Vidic, Pirlo or Ribéry to be an icon SBC in the game. Bastian, if you had to choose between those 4 legends, who would you love to see get a special item on the game?
I mean, my friend Ribéry. Yeah.
It's an easy one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's for me it's an easy one. But
I mean, surely Iron Robert, Rich, at some point should be coming on the game as an icon.
You would imagine so. Starting to put that Bayern 2013 team together, aren't you?
Anders happily to play around the back there. As speaking of some of those icons, Sol Campbell and Lilian Thuram as he's intercepted. Could this be a chance for Rashford? Not the best touch from Muller, and it will be Barzagli that comes across to clear. 10 minutes away from half-time. Anders could be edging towards his first ever Champions League trophy.
I mean, he just looks so calm at the moment. The games that he's been in to get here, Brandon, high, intense matches of FC. That early goal, it just looked like, I mean, it looked like it settled his nerves completely. He scored in the first 15 minutes. He doubled his lead from the free kick. And he just looks really, really settled.
Well, whilst we have Bastian here as well, we are going to give away his last 96 rated trophy Titan, FC 26 item. Let us know in the chat why Bastian should choose you, number 1, and 2, where he would play maybe in your team, who would be playing alongside at home. This is brilliant football that goes for a corner in the end. That could have been a third though from Anders. Wins a corner from this area of the pitch now.
He's going to look to recycle. That's good strength,
is dispossessed, but where's his options here now, Rich? He runs into Thuram. He wanted a great position there, but she didn't really have the support around him.
Look for those little 1-2 passes now on the edge of the box from Anders Verjgang. Good defending from Hhezers. Just rushing a couple of attacks.
Well, we've got a winner here, Bastian, on screen as Anders looks to get a third. He is a Dortmund fan, but would love to see Bastian Schweinsteiger in the right colours. Have we chosen the right winner there?
It's going to be tough.
And Fit Top. I named my son Bastian because of the idol Schweinsteiger. Would love him in my squad. Love you, Basti. Oh, what a moment that is, as Hhezers can't get one back. Any thoughts on that? That's a nice winner, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Well done to all our winners today. That's 10 Bastian Schweinsteiger. Icon 96 rated Trophy Titans going out to people just for simply watching the stream and telling us why you want Bastian Schweinsteiger in your club.
Well, potential closing thoughts here, Bastian, before you leave us for the start of the second half. Anders is still leading this by 2-0. Could be 3 before the break if he can make something happen in Rimmers. Do you see Anders going on to win this, or is there going to be a comeback for Hellas Verona?
I mean, having a clean sheet in halftime, defensively, he does a very good job. So it's going to be difficult. So I think he's going to make it there. But the defensive shape is fantastic. I mean,
clean sheet at
didn't give away
halftime.
anything.
Yeah. What did I say? 9 goals. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, Bastian, thank you so much for joining us in the E-Champions League finals. A big round of applause, if we can, for the legend that is Bastian Schweinsteiger. Thank you for joining us here in Budapest, and enjoy the second half. We've been lucky in our time, Rich. We've had quite a few icons join us on commentary of the E-Champions League, haven't we?
Yeah, we certainly have. Ruud Gullit, Kaká, Bastian Schweinsteiger, as he steps out into the crowd to sign a few shirts. I believe we've got another legend joining us in the commentary booth.
Is he a former Champions League winner?
He's not. I think he's played 1 game in the E-Champions League and he lost. But Ryan Pessoa will be joining us on commentary for this second half to see how it does unfold. Anders Verjgang in dreamland, 2-0 up, and not really faced a lot of pressure, Ryan. Brandon.
He's not here yet, Rich.
He's not
here yet. A couple of updates as well, as we said at half-time. Mystery Nation revealed Switzerland was the Mystery Nation. Your icon SBCs that could come, Eto, Vidic, Pirlo or Ribery. We'll find out who that's going to be, hopefully by the end of this show. And Anders Verjgang, as we jump back into the second half, is 45 minutes away from an E-Champions League title. That will be 4 trophies this year, and we haven't even got to the World Championships yet. And Hhezers still can't find a way through. He's just offside. I mean, you look back, Rich, E-Euros to kick off the year, followed by the FC Pro Open, went out to Italy.
It's just
and
not
won
common.
A trophy there.
It's not common.
It's Tets-esque like, minus the World Championship back in 2019, where he won everything.
It is, and not often do we say this, it is perfection from Anders Verjgang this season. What is it, 2 competitive losses all year long?
Unbelievable. Is Hhezers onside this time? No, he's not. Great offside line again there, as Ryan Pessoa does join us now for the Champions League final. Did you play 1 game in the ECL, or was it 2?
One game in the qualifiers. First game on a different console, I remember. Didn't go great.
We won't speak about the score.
Lost in extra time.
I actually think I was looking. I think Stokes. He's here with us in Budapest.
Yeah.
I think he's played 5 games in the Champions League. I think he's 0-5.
But again, it's different consoles though. I'm actually going to back Stokes up on this one.
Let's see if he turns around and gives us the nod of approval, if that is true or not. We can't see.
He hasn't even budged, by the way.
Well, Anders still knocking on the door for that 3rd goal with Perez, who can't quite find. I just feel like I said before, do you remember when these two played in Berlin at the World Championships? There was that interview in the top 8, it was in the quarterfinals. Anders went on and won the World Championships this year. Hhezers is just that guy. He enjoys his great personality. It was.
Yeah.
It felt like he knew what he was walking into, and I go back to that point of I just feel like, yes, it's Anders, but he's got to back himself a bit more. Can this be maybe that way back now? Perez, there's one!
And listen to that crowd as well. They want to see a big finish from Hhezers. They want to see Anders Verjgang under pressure. It's taken 53 minutes for Hhezers to even lay a glove on him.
He's had a few moments where I thought he's overplayed it, he snatched at the chance. That one he needed to make count, because you mentioned, Rich, in the first half that he needs to make Anders fearful, especially when attacking because he's playing with no fear, basically going forward.
He's had moments, Hhezers. Couple of offsides moments there were, offside traps played and shots that just weren't on target or it was Anders' goalkeeper coming in clutch. There is still a way back for him potentially. There is a long time left to be played in this E-Champions League final as well. What a day it's been here in Budapest. 10 of you at home have picked up a 96 rated trophy, Titan.
We've had shirts being given out in the audience.
It's been unbelievable, hasn't it? And we are guaranteed, as we said, to crown a new name on this E-Champions League trophy. Just a word on it, Ryan, in terms of what does this say about the Italian league, the Serie A?
Yeah, unbelievable. What is it? 3 out of the top 4 players. Samu Gamer, Anders Verjgang and Hhezers. It just shows the levels that whole league has been operating at, because there's players that aren't even here, like Danny Pitbull, etc., that could easily be amongst winners we've seen in the past.
And they were actually one of the final leagues to grab their spot for the E-Champions League. Maybe that is something to say there in terms of the form that they were feeling coming in to the ECL. These two did match, as we said, in the semi-finals of that tournament just a few weeks back in Naples, where I had the pleasure of commentating on it alongside Oberon. Anders went on to win that against Smolk in the grand final. And I think the only disappointing part he'll be feeling if he goes on to win this, Rich, is the gap between now and Paris.
Yeah, absolutely, but look at the gap between the FC Pro Open and the E-Serie A. What, 3.5 months? It doesn't faze him.
It could be on for a third. It's a clever pass, disguises that one from Baggio.
The one thing I will say, whilst only 1 goal in it, Hhezers in this game.
Yeah, that's the one thing, because again, Hhezers has had chances.
Yeah.
Even ones that he hasn't taken a shot from it, but he's been in those offensive areas where you can create a goal-scoring opportunity. He's just not really been at it. This is a chance, though.
Can he make the right decision, though? Musiala. Was there a wrong decision there, Ryan?
Don't want to be too critical. We could have gone across a little bit earlier there.
Back on.
Finesse! Corner!
I would have liked an advanced roulette and then the pass on the previous attack before that finesse shot came in.
Torre into Musiala. It's a clever turn, but runs back into the path of Barzagli again, who was a hero and a big reason why Anders went on to win the Serie A. He's a key part of his E-Champions League team as well. 23 minutes away from an E-Champions League trophy. Ramirez.
I almost feel as well like Anders has taken his foot off the gas here as well, especially in the second half. He was 2-0 up, he was cruising. And a combination of Hhezers slightly playing better in the second half, and also Anders not showing what he did in the first half, has led to this being probably quite a nervy last 20 minutes.
Yeah, especially with the way Anders started the game. You would have thought he maybe would have gone on the ascendancy a little bit more.
3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because we've seen it in the past. That's what Anders is known for.
Because also Hhezers was off it in the first half.
Maicon. There's the finesse! And there's the equaliser! From 2-0 down! Hhezers has just tied up the game at 2-2. And suddenly, we've got a final on our hands.
And how often do we say it? While you're playing well in the game, you have to kill the game. Anders didn't do that. He left the door ever so slightly open, and Hhezers has put a boot straight through.
I think it's right on cue as well, what we were mentioning, where Anders was playing well, Hhezers wasn't. You don't want to give somebody with that ability enough time to think that the game can be retrieved, and he's done exactly that. Hhezers right back into the game.
And he's also got, what, 250, 300 people in this arena wanting Hhezers to lift the E-Champions League.
There's quite a few people online as well that are backing Hhezers here as well. They believe that he could go and turn the game around. Back to you, Anders. Checkmate was the response from Hhezers there at 2-2. But for how long? Cruyff into Ramirez! Minutes, if not seconds, for Anders to reply and get back in front.
I just love how the crowd are booing at every moment they can with Anders Verjgang, but he didn't give us enough time to even speak about potential jeopardy in this game after conceding. Straight down the other end, Ramirez.
He is so good at kickoff.
Yeah.
Anders Verjgang. 50% success rate.
I wonder what it is, though. Is it just a pattern, or is it because...
Nicholas is the exact same.
Same with Nasada in the virtual Bundesliga, we saw it as well.
I can't work out if we're in a pantomime here or not. The boos are coming in, and the...
Champions League final, it brings it out of you.
We're here in Budapest, as we said, the first time our Champions League is finished here, days before the big one on Saturday.
If Anders wasn't to win this, it would eat him alive as well. 2 runner-up years in a row.
Especially the fact, as you said, Rich, that there was never an Emre Yilmaz in this tournament. Maybe his biggest matchup on paper was in the quarterfinals.
Absolutely. He would have also been thinking, because you know he looks ahead, he would have been thinking I'm probably going to play Nasada or Alihan Lyon in the grand final.
Yeah, when I spoke to him yesterday about what we predicted, and everyone speaking highly of the other players the players that were on the other side of his bracket, just laughed it off. Really, didn't really see anyone as a threat.
Is it?
He can put it to bed now if he gets this right. Cruyff finesse off target.
Yeah, corner.
Oh, sorry, deflection on the way through. Pause comes in from Hhezers now, as he'll be looking for one last roll of the dice. It's not the first time he's been to an Champions League final. Emre Yilmaz, you cast your mind back to Istanbul when he had a fantastic run there in the competition. Anders was also there as well. That was his first ever time in the Champions League. They're on opposite sides of the bracket.
Pause coming in here. Hhezers getting instruction from Fer. This will be 2 out of 3 for Anders Verjgang beating Fer coach players today. Nicholas in the first game in the quarterfinals, and now Hhezers in the grand final.
I have to say, though, he's made a massive impact in Hhezers' gameplay. This is the best I've seen Hhezers defensively and controlling the game. I know he's losing right now, but even in that last game, it was very impressive. But he's going to have to do a lot of work to create more spaces, because Anders, again, will be comfortable keeping the ball.
Well, let's see if we can listen in to anything that's said here.
I believe they are speaking Italian on one side.
I don't know, I just don't trust. Let's continue again. Come here.
I think he was saying I don't trust him. Maybe one of the players in the team.
He's got 10 minutes to see this one out. You could argue the trophy cabinet might be complete if a win here. 4 titles, and we haven't even hit the World Championships yet. If he can hold on for 9 more minutes, Hhezers will get a chance. He certainly will. He's got to defend Anders first. Musiala and Doué.
Great step.
To change there, a clever step defensively for Hhezers, and a clever foul from Robert Pires.
I thought Anders was maybe going to keep pushing towards the byline. I think the obvious thing when defending is to predict somebody to cut back, and he did, but Hhezers done really well, as you said, Rich, just to anticipate that cutback.
Tactical foul just inside the half of Hhezers, allows Anders to reset at least. Yaya Touré, pull it. Is this the moment to tie up the game again? Incampe comes across from left back and gives Anders back possession here, right?
He'll be knowing that he can build up a proper attack. He won't force it forward, but Hhezers has to commit more bodies forward like that. You have to be aggressive and predict your opponent to take a negative touch. When I mean negative touch, I mean a touch back towards their own goal.
Then you can jump.
Yes, because that's the best time to win possession. But Anders knows that, so he'll just try and keep the ball in these areas.
This could be it. Does he take the free kick?
You have to. It doesn't.
Wow.
Still in possession, isn't he? Look, I'm sure we'll see a video in a few days of how he managed this one out. Musiala looking for a touch there from Lilian Thuram, and he nearly got one.
This is Hhezers' chance. This is probably the game. 87 minutes.
Oh,
he's gave it away.
Is that the moment?
Can't do that.
Was that his chance to tie the game up? A minute away.
You now need a mistake from Anders.
And he doesn't offer many mistakes, does he? As much as the press will be there and the intent will be from all the Hellas Verona's players to try and win the ball back for Hhezers. Yaya Toure and Lilian Thuram are just doing a good job of keeping possession. Desiree Douy turns his man, but he does win the ball back, and there's 2 minutes left on the clock. Hhezers has to be perfect. Robert Pires wins the ball back, and Anders Verjgang is 60 seconds away from an E-Champions League title. At just 20 years of age, the FC Pro trophy cabinet is complete. He is an E-Champions League winner. Does it get much better than that?
When Anders Verjgang plays in tournaments in FC26, he wins tournaments. That is it. It's as simple as that. Perfection from Anders.
We're witnessing greatness in front of our very own eyes throughout this FC ecosystem here. Anders Verjgang, another trophy added to his collection.
Wow.
Anders Verjgang completes the trophy cabinet. FC Pro Open ×2, an FC Pro World Championship, E-Euros, E-Serie A, and now an E-Champions League. He has won everything he possibly could, Richard, in this ecosystem.
It truly is remarkable. It really is. I mean, what? 2.5 years? There or thereabouts. FC20, he played back end of 23. I think we saw him in Copenhagen in 22, so that was his first proper tournament with Denmark in the Nations. Yep. We saw him in 23. So in what, 3 seasons? He's won everything.
Ridiculous. Over $1 million in prize money as well. Make that $1.1 million with $75,000. And you can already start to think about, I wonder who Anders is going to choose out of those 4 icons.
And also on the other side of it, we've got to talk about Hhezers. Now a 2-time runner-up in the Champions League.
It'll be painful, but right now, there are positives to take from externally. We can all say that. He won't be feeling that right now, but trust me, he's had a great tournament.
What a low-scoring game.
Yeah.
I did not have that down. I did not have that down at all.
The stat you gave us was average 9 goals a game.
Yeah, that's the lowest they've ever scored against each other.
I looked through the archives, I saw a 22-8 matchup, and I was thinking, what? Yeah, ridiculous defensive performance there.
Unbelievable. Well, shall we get him out now to lift his first ever E-Champions League? An unbelievable story, an unbelievable player. Is he the best we've ever seen? I think so. At 20 years of age, a hug with another icon, another Champions League winner. But this is Anders Verjang's moment. He is now finally an E-Champions